And we also have the
Paloma's
recording going.
I could bring it closer.
Yeah, it's like a behind-the-scenes edition.
Yeah.
We have private thoughts too as it plays.
Exactly. It'll be fun. People can feel like they're in the studio. We're gonna say this was intentional. Definitely not an accident, because the speakers are tweaking. See, I want to know if anyone's gonna mention it. Oh, never mind.
My mom messaged me like, it's not working.
I'm gonna cry.
No, that reminds me, I may have to tell my mother.
Yeah. Hello, you're listening to WBCR 90.3 FM Beloit. Welcome back to Beloit Circus Jams, hosted by yours truly, Julianna. And this is the last episode of the, what are we calling this? Just a season? Yeah, the semester. Yippee! And in usual fashion, it is producer week. So we have Allison, Paloma, and myself here talking about 3 of our top songs, because I don't know if you've been on much of the internet lately, but everyone's been talking about either Spotify Wrapped or the Apple Recap or the YouTube Music Recap, and everyone's been talking about all those songs they've been listening to all year. And so I thought it fitting that we also talk about that for, our last episode of the season. So, first up, we have Allison with her top 3 songs.
Hello.
All right. What did you think of the music you listened to this past year?
So I use multiple different streaming services, so my recaps are all a little jumbled and weird.
Mm-hmm.
Paloma's messing with things behind the scene.
We love Paloma.
Don't worry about it.
Paloma. But overall, I think it was pretty representational of particularly what I listened to in the summer.
Mm.
If you look at my minutes, there's a huge spike whenever we all stopped being in the same room.
My bad.
And then immediately when we came back, it just went right back down to 0. So I think I have like one of the fewest minutes out of everyone that we typically hang out with.
Yeah, because you had 10,000 or something,
I had 10,000 minutes listening.
Yeah.
I think probably a little bit more if you combine all later, but
Yeah.
still not even close to the rest of you.
Listen, some of us have problems. Alright, the first song you have up first is Hey Lover by Waby.
I have no idea how to say his name. I won't lie to you.
I can't believe this. Alright, but Hey Lover, anything you want to say? You just want to get right into it?
Let's just get right into it. It's a very fun song.
It is.
Oh.
Were you expecting the older one?
Yeah.
Me too. This one always throws me for a loop.
Well, see, I found this one first, so this one's the original in my mind.
Oh.
Liberal.
I'm sorry.
I also like this one because it's slower.
Yeah, but literally everyone discovered the other one first because of TikTok.
Well, I'm not on TikTok, Paloma.
You literally have an account.
Yeah. You tell us to send you videos on there.
And
then tell you.
Yeah, send me the videos and then tell me you sent me
Why
videos.
do I have
so
to two-factor authenticate TikTok videos to you?
Okay, but that's easier than having to copy the link and then send that.
No.
I don't know what you want from me. You said sending it to my Discord was too difficult. So
I just like to complain.
I love you. I can't win. I love you too.
Yeah, Paloma. Sound design. Using that part minor.
Do you have a part minor or just a music minor?
I do have, it's a music minor.
Nice.
If I put something in this, I want to put it for myself, but it makes the story worse.
Oh my goodness.
She started calling.
You should kill Amy Stark.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, no, never mind. Okay. What? The music department. Sorry, department. It does not work.
I don't think I can make this decision for you. I'll never feel like this is.
I'm surprised they think of theater production.
I mean, I don't think it's that bad.
Did you hear about the musical they're doing next semester?
I did.
And all the steps you have to go through to get in?
You're on the email list.
I am on the email list.
Silly little part person. Like knows like.
It's also the digest. I saw it. I'm like, I can't. You're asking students to do so much. It's hard enough to get them to audition.
To audition once. You want to do 3 auditions?
Wow.
You have to do an acting, a singing, and a dancing one for the musical.
People have class.
I know.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's hard enough for them to get actors for one play.
Performing arts, people just don't think about that. They're like, right, all there is the play, and it's like, no.
That was Hey Lover by Waby, I'm gonna go with. Allison, take it away.
Yeah, so I discovered this one probably pretty early in the year. I'm certain we were still in Scotland.
Yes, I'm sure.
And I think it really just came on like a random mix that was made for me. Like I didn't search it out in any particular place.
Yeah.
But it ended up being listened to a lot because I think I put it, or I requested it was on the Stardew Valley playlist that we made for whenever we were playing a lot.
You want to elaborate on a lot?
So we were traveling a lot in Scotland, and you know how whenever you travel a lot, like many days in a row, you get really burnt out and you don't really want to go out anymore? Well, we actually got to embrace that, and we got back from so much traveling over the course of a month, and then we got tattoos. So we were in pain, physically, mentally, and we were like, okay, we're just going to play video games, like, forever now. And we really did. We pulled, like, 8-hour shifts for every day for, like...
2 weeks.
2 weeks
Yeah.
on Stardew Valley. We logged, like, 100 hours.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And so we had a playlist that was just put on, and it was never long enough.
No. But yeah.
So we discovered a lot of new music that way. And I do think it's a good Stardew Valley vibe. It's very calm. It's very cool. I was telling these guys that this is the one that I think of as the original, even though it is really not, like, just objectively, because this is the one that I heard first just randomly pop up. I didn't know about the Daughters of Eve one.
Hey Lover by Daughters of Eve.
Yeah. But I do prefer this one, and that might just be, like, knowing this one first bias, but this one's, like, much more slow and mellow, and I vibe with that more. You will discover with the other 2 songs that I'm about to play that I do like very calm, mellow things.
What? Alright, and with that, your next song is Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter.
Yes!
Not a very calm or mellow.
Listen, it's like poppy and happy, okay?
Yeah, you would. Anything you want to say before we give it a listen?
I finally get to play a Sabrina Carpenter song, let's go!
Woo!
I'm so sorry that it's the clean version.
Oh no.
Here's Espresso. That's a real brew. Just the way you're sitting. The I understand.
So is this the second Sabrina Carpenter song to be played? I still beat you.
Kill yourself. Oh! Hold on, I'm including you in the kerfuffle now. I will kill you before Levi kills me.
But he has to make kielbasa.
What did you beat Allison?
Playing Sabrina Carpenter on the show. Especially it's pretty cool.
I can talk about the recent Sabrina Carpenter drama.
New drama.
There's
It
new
broke up.
drama.
My week was a while ago.
I know, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Yo, my tango is playing the same number of keys as Sabrina Carpenter.
Brown leather jacket. Carhartt pants. If you played Sabrina Carpenter, you already. Dangerous memory.
That's what I'm saying.
Reading feminist literature. Every guy. Like, we get this. We seem to get really religious code.
Because it rhymes. Well, it's the up down one.
I thought you said I wouldn't be able to rock the leather jacket.
I said you would. I said no.
Oh, maybe you said that about like a biker jacket or something.
I think you said that, but I said like I'm a big fan of people brown. So I think I should rock the brown.
When you make a kielbasa,
Oh, I would like to make it anytime. That was a theoretical, like, the farthest ahead that you can put a date is like December 5th, 2025. And so just the farthest away, I'd like to kill Boston while everyone takes each other. We're having the aftermath of everyone getting each other.
He's got really, really, really slow cook the kielbasa.
Yeah.
A while ago, Levi made a joke you can kill Allison on December 27th. And so I put that in the server. And then Devin made one saying Devin's going to kill Levi right after that. And then 12 more events were added as a result, just continuing on the storyline. And the culmination is Sam making kielbasa while all this happens.
you want to hear it? So this is why I'm not stressed about life. wasn't spending my time on this.
Yo, that's real. See, I have no
All
finals.
in one class. Okay.
This happened during campus class.
Is there
Levi kills Allison.
activate that?
Don't pay attention to that.
Devin kills.
Most
I can try. This song.
Is that hers?
Rusty kills Devin. Maya ran.
Don't
I'm not
see it.
hearing anything.
I know a few of those songs.
But it's good.
We're back.
I can read it.
That was Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. And Allison, take it away.
All right, so I can start with the Sabrina Carpenter drama, if you'd like.
Go ahead.
So I heard rumors of this, but I couldn't, for some reason, every time I would click on like a news article link or anything like that, it would just magically disappear. So I thought I was getting gaslit about this, but apparently Sabrina Carpenter and Barry Keoghan broke up very recently.
What?
And I learned all of the information about it through an Instagram reel of a woman explaining this to her like 3-year-old child. So like really slowly laid out all the different pieces in the context, and I was like, this is so helpful. I actually need them to do this for every event. Anyway, Sabrina Carpenter and Barry Keoghan, they started dating a while back. You might know Barry Keoghan. He's the guy from Saltburn.
Yeah. He was in a lot more than that, but yeah, no, I know.
So this song's about him. Most of the songs in this album are about him. And in Please, 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 the line is all about like, don't embarrass me is like the bottom line. Because they're both known to be a little bit like out of pocket at times. Anyway, the rumor is that he did in fact embarrass her.
Ooh.
By cheating on her.
Oh my goodness.
And none of
What?
this is confirmed. None of this is confirmed.
Okay.
This is all rumor.
Alleged.
All speculation. But that is the theory. And this reel ended by them saying, I guess we'll have to wait until the next album of bangers to find out.
Yo, that's crazy.
Because I cannot wait for the rest of this drama to actually air in musical format.
I wish musicians would just tell us things
Yeah.
I mean, I do.
when
song.
they happen. When they happen, I feel like they're making themselves out to be their own historians of how
it's-
long they wait.
It's certainly like a form of building up tension and drama. They're doing it on purpose.
It's all media stunts.
But I listened to this song a ton, specifically because I was working in a movie theater over the summer, and so in the lobby they have music playing all the time, just like random pop stations. And so it was summer, and this song had just come out.
Oh yeah.
So this and Please, Please, Please were on a constant rotation.
And you're not annoyed by either of them.
I am not, because they're both just so fun. I would just start singing them every time they came on, and I'm pretty sure I annoyed my coworkers, but like, they're fine.
I wish I had your love for life.
Wow.
Thank you, Juliana, thank you. I wish I had your righteous anger.
That's fair.
I wish I could get annoyed by a song. I should probably be sick of espresso by now, but whatever.
It's a banger though. I did hear you wanted to kill Sam though, because he's gloating that he's still played Sabrina Carpenter before you.
Yeah, and listen. I stand by that statement.
You still want to kill him?
Yes. I will never forgive him for this.
This is a great grievance you have.
Thank you.
All right, and then your last song of your top 3 is Harvey by Hers. Anything you want to say?
I blame the Stardew Valley playlist for this one, but it's so good.
All right, here's Harvey.
I haven't heard this song by them, so I don't really trust them.
I'll tell the story of how I found out more on here. But it's because of Julianna.
Also, I didn't know that all happened with Sabrina. It's interesting. Her vengeful woman up is gonna be crazy.
I'll become a Taylor Swift and I'll just put it.
But like good.
Yeah, but her songs are better. Yeah. See, if I really wanted to play Sabrina Carpenter on the air, I could just play like one of her first albums. But those are all.
Take a picture of the last song.
Is that like Girl Meets World era?
Yeah, her Girl Meets World albums. And I didn't like her first like branching out to that.
That's a lot of
Have you heard it?
Riley,
Yeah.
her next role is in the Snow Coaster TV show.
See if I can find it.
A sci-fi, like a serious sci-fi thing.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I feel like I really heard some album clips. So it's definitely your place.
Oh yeah, I tried to pick ones that were like very
Harvey by Hers.
Do you know how long they
Wait, what song is this?
they only choose?
Oh my god.
I think they are quite dead.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, they're dead. got this.
Just like exactly what I'm gonna say.
I believe it. Figure out what it is. I want to know.
They're
What other
very
song?
Strokes type of.
It is very strokes.
It's not
Yeah.
Strokes. It could be Beloit though.
Yeah.
Song Cocaine.
Yeah. You want this song in your veins?
Yes.
It's fair. Paloma, is one of your songs the song you want in your veins?
Completely.
But yeah, these guys. The car crash.
Yeah. I think I played one of their songs before and I told you the other day. Which one is theirs? Is it really popular? Sorry. Basic. Yeah, what one's supposed to be?
Yeah, that's one.
That's them?
That's one of
Yeah,
them.
that's us. I might need to go through those. They're really good, which is why they always they die. Not that like it's bad, it's good when people die. Hold on.
Well,
Hold on there.
Hold on there.
Whoa.
a billionaire was shot point blank in New York, and I'm like
Yo, wait.
ecstatic about it.
Yo.
I agree about that.
New York
That's-
W?
that's in front of
Yeah,
you.
that's so fucking basic. Like,
I'm gonna love this behind the scenes episode of WBCR.
Oh, yeah.
no, listen up. You should know this too.
Sam.
The CEO of United Healthcare, which is a healthcare insurance agency, so this is a justifiable target, was shot in the lobby of a building in Manhattan, and the bullets recovered at the scene had like something hard written on them. I forget.
Something was written on the bullets?
Yeah.
That's awesome!
Deny, defund, something else.
It was denied, depose,
Oh,
denied,
Defund.
defund. Yeah.
good.
You know what else is crazy that no one else is really talking about?
Yeah.
Someone in South Korea declared martial law for 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
And then it was canceled.
That was all over
2
my
seconds.
corner of the internet, but yeah.
That was Harvey by hers. Allison, take it away.
Okay, so I love this song particularly the same way that I love Hey Lover. Although Hey Lover was actually higher in my amounts listened,
Really?
which I fully blame on the playlist because Harvey is the song that I would put on specifically
Yeah.
most days. And I would listen to it multiple times in a row even. I need this song in my veins. I just love the calm feeling that it has.
Yeah.
Particularly, I don't think we could hear it very well over here. It maybe came through on the recording or on the air. But it has crickets at the end. It's just like a peaceful little nighttime.
That is fun.
I know. The entire vibe of the song is so peaceful. I listen to it and I feel calm and at peace and very happy.
Nice.
I found this song. I had heard it multiple times. I think through probably playlists that you would put on or random mixers or something. And I really, really liked it. And I never knew what it was called or who it was by.
This song?
This song.
Wow.
I'd heard multiple times, and every time I came on, I'm like, man, that's a banger. And then it would disappear, and I would just you'd move on forever.
It had to be one of your mixes. It's not anything I have.
Maybe, but
Yeah.
I never got it for some reason.
Sure.
And then it came up in a Harvey Stardew Valley playlist because his name's Harvey. So this is in this is in all of the playlists that you can find for
yeah.
that character.
Oh, yeah.
And so I finally found it, and I was like, that's the song! I can't believe it's named Harvey. That's a horrible coincidence, because I was just romancing him as the Bachelor in that game, as I was mandated to do by my friends.
You're so sweet for
Listen,
that.
were we wrong?
No, it was great. It was really
Yeah.
fun. But then I discovered a song with his name at the same time, and then it's been sticking with me ever since, and I listen to it actually constantly. But I do that thing all the time, where I'll hear a song and I'm like, that's great, and then I just kind of live life until it pops back up,
I would lose my mind.
because I did the same thing with disco.
Oh, disco surf?
Yeah, with surfers.
Surfers, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it had trends on Instagram, and I was like, oh, this song is so wonderful.
Mhm.
I really like it. And then I didn't know what it was until you played it
In Rojas?
in Rojas
That's
in my
crazy.
car going somewhere, and I was like, oh my god, what is this song? And then I finally found it.
Real.
So for some reason, just the random, very happy songs I will just let float in the ether until they are brought to me.
That's fun.
And with that, I float back into the ether, I believe.
Back onto the couch.
Yep, back onto the couch.
Alright.
Goodbye!
I wish you luck. All right. Next up. Before we have that, I have my government-mandated advertisement I have to read off. So tonight, ABC is hosting the final game night of the semester. We're going to be playing Big Uno, and by that I mean we are combining 5 different Uno decks together to create a horrendous amalgamation that I am so excited to see through. It will be starting at 8 p.m. in ABC Tower A Lounge, and it's going to be a fun time. Hopefully we all don't get too annoyed at one another. It should be a chill time. All right, but next up we have Paloma. What did you think of your music taste this year? Your own Wrapped.
It was kind of a little bit all over the place.
Wonderful.
Although what's really funny, I think, is that for 4 months, my top artist was, it fluctuated between 2 people.
Okay.
Mitski, Hosier, Hosier, Mitski.
Interesting.
Yeah, right?
Okay. And who ended up on top? Hosier?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hosier's always on top.
That's fair. All right. The first song you have up for us is Sauvignon by Black Pumas.
Yes. So I actually discovered Black Pumas last fall, before we even went abroad. But Sauvignon was my favorite of the album of theirs that is new, and it kept me going through January.
Real.
Yeah.
All right. Let's give it a listen. Sauvignon.
I have no idea.
Oh, this is from the short story. I read it and it actually kind of destroyed me because at the same time Julianna had a video essay on.
Oh, my bad.
No, that was about like capitalism. Yeah, and the inherent societal things in
Addiction.
addiction.
Yeah.
And how it relates to the Brat album.
While I'm reading a story that's like talking about the inherent kindness in humans and their draw towards evil and how to battle that.
Good.
It's been an interesting day.
You're welcome. And then you watched 3 episodes of Arcade.
Yeah, I did not do work and watch YouTube. I watched Arcade. But that had to happen. It was gonna happen tonight.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen early.
As long as you're
I was in pain. Emotional. No, I'm not gonna do it. Well, he told me to sit down.
Oh.
it just means that you hang out with me. You know, that's the psychic damage to
She
you.
could stand in front of the board. That'd be fun. Yo, can you get in that corner? Yeah. Yeah. Get a photo of that. Hi, Barbie. You don't have to say it back. Hi, Barbie. Oh my goodness. I'm being roasted on my own radio.
Hey, sit.
I got a really funny face. You were like in between expressions. That's hard.
Most metal image of Allison ever. Guys, she's in her rebellious state. Shave side. Middle finger. Whoa. Who is she? Oh my goodness. It's pretty chill back here, but it's very warm. I believe that. You got a lot of tech around you. I don't know if you don't. How's it feel? Yeah. Feel aimless. A little bit. Purposeless. Oh, heinous. I also forgot about that.
There's a bra back here?
Don't worry about it. And there's a couple in the other room too, aren't there?
Do you think that people are getting killed and dropping them like items?
Yes. That's the only way to get a bra. You have to kill all the
It's true.
What about the song with me? That was Sauvignon by the Black Pumas. Paloma, take it away.
Okay, hang on. Let me rearrange myself in this chair really quickly.
You're good. Having some technical issues since our WBCR website doesn't seem to be working, so.
Wahoo! Yippee! Anyway, that is in fact my toughest song of the night. Because why not?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's mostly just about like riding the waves of life, kinda, and making the most of it.
Seems after your January.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fun, Because you were also abroad that time.
Yes.
You were off in England.
Yes.
Would you say that being abroad had much effect on your music?
Not really.
Okay.
Like, I didn't listen to many UK-centric people.
Sure.
But
Thank goodness. The next song you have up for us is The Kite by Luisa Marion and Noah Flourish.
yes. So this was a TikTok find.
Oh.
I've followed Noah Flourish since his release of Chicago, or Ghost of Chicago.
Oh, yeah. I think
Yeah.
you had that on here.
Yeah, I think I did. It's really cool. They have several videos of themselves collabing on this song on TikTok.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really cool. And Luisa also has like an instrumental version.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's give it a listen. This is The Kite.
I'm already in love with this.
Oh, it's
Very
this
good
one.
instrumental.
Yes. Yep. Correct.
Anyway, that's such a funny shout out on ABC. Final game night in less than 1 measly hour.
It wasn't capitalized when I saw this.
Quite a very long time, very long time, and the colors born like summer.
God, I'm going to go to Australia. What if my music taste change?
Forever gone,
What if I go to Australia and my music taste changes?
never let go.
She didn't say it changed much.
Sky above and ground below. I'm in love with how I know I can always find myself. The kind it's like I'm throwing me
It's the second time I've been in Australia.
You're gonna fly over there to shape it. That'd be funny. That'd make a good vlog.
Don't do that. Without long hair, I'm not.
I said shoot.
Oh, then God takes the
I also heard shape.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. Like, what?
I think shooting is better than shaving.
Shooting is better. I'd rather be dead than falling.
You'd rather be dead than shorn? Wow.
I will cut your hair.
I would kill myself. I would kill myself and break down U.S.
What a wonderful day to
I think your full name and
I
then
know,
list
right? We
your
got a
place of
big
employment, list your college, and list the grad school.
I think it's fine. If there were any episode.
I would then send out an email saying that I have killed myself because of behavior.
Oh my god.
Why don't you just kill me?
Because
You already want to do that.
if I kill you, you don't have to deal with the consequences of having your life ruined by
The
my
speaker's having
actions.
its problems again.
I'm so annoyed.
Okay, so either I die or my life is ruined. Okay, but pick. I'm okay with that. What?
Levi attempts to kill you anyway. And then
On December 27th.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
December 27, 2027. This school doesn't allow us, but 2027. We have to graduation.
Go with grad school.
I know.
That's how far off it
You
is.
can do grad school.
Well, I'm only
Masters.
getting a master's.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah.
yeah.
Nope.
PhDs are too much work and cost too much.
I don't want to put wow on this.
Listen, I love sitting down and smiling, so our PhDs.
Yeah, I know.
Ignore things. No, it's good. You get 5 years of your life. You get to live and breathe academia, and everyone tries to do anything you do. It's gonna say,
Like,
no, I
you could
can't.
also just like attempt to do a PhD program and then just like not even get halfway through it in like 7 years or whatever. Because like you're not, it's something along the lines of like you don't end up finishing a project. And then most of the time, like you don't even get a master's out of it. Like, come on.
I made sure to apply to programs that make sure they give me a master's.
Good.
Yeah, the best picture goes to be a stipend and be a master.
Exactly. I'm holding out for that stipend. Alright. If I get in. Real. That was The Kite by Luisa Marion and Noah Flourish. Paloma, take it away.
Yeah, so as you could hear from the track, it was very, very, like, kind of childlike, and that's intentional. Isn't the lyrics, and like, oh, to see light through a child's eyes is very, you know, like, I don't know, it kind of just brought me a little bit back to happier, younger times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty fun. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
The instrumentals are very good.
Yes.
All right. Next song you have up for us, and the final of your three, is Wildflower and Barley by Hosier featuring Allison Russell.
Yeah, so this is a very, 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 very springtime track.
Good.
This did, in fact, take over the month of March for me in my Wrapped.
Fun.
This is like, it became my go-to track when just wandering around in the city of Linden.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to listen. Wildflower and Barley. So, what? The voice system. No, Allison. The voice system.
Springtime in the country.
We almost had two.
Shocked by the lake.
I wasn't gonna let them infect the.
Thank you.
Lion fellow.
I appreciate it.
You are a part of me.
Yeah, because her top song was technically too sweet.
My visions. Movement and lake.
The Harvey Starry Valley playlist really impacted my Spotify rap this year.
It's very funny. His accent's really fun. That's fun.
I can smell summer.
What's your latest Starry Valley?
Blowing down the fields in the harmony.
No clue.
Everything in my vision. Departure day. Riverboat, wheelbarrow. Wildflower and Barley. It's here, I swear we'll be breathing action. It's here, I swear we'll be breathing words. Close to the surface, close to the casket. Useful as time, put my body to work. Springtime in the city. The canal banks are empty again. Grass crying out to be eaten by bodies and streets. For the rest of young women.
What's his name?
And I've been trying.
I think they found the song in the looks like Harvey.
This year I swear we'll be breathing action. This year I swear we'll be breathing words. Close to the surface, close to the casket. Useful as time.
One song into it, which what they likely sampled their music from.
This year I swear we'll be breathing action. This year I swear we'll be breathing words. Close to the surface, close to the casket. Useful as time. My body to work.
Do we have anything to shout out? Or is it just Magic Night? Magic Night. Or
There's a French artist in it.
you have the
Last
chorus?
over.
Oh,
Also figure painting event.
Other my past, not much longer now.
Okay, okay.
The sun hesitates more.
It's also currently studies early effects procrastination happening right
All
now.
things gone alone.
Shut that
Remain
down. Yeah.
I was still doing
brief and sweet memory.
Is that after game night?
That's the same.
Oh, it's done. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, my condolences. I didn't realize it was done. All right, that was Wildflower and Barley by Hosier featuring Allison Russell. Paloma, take it away.
All right, so this is from the Unheard album, and if you don't know, Unheard basically just has all of the B-side tracks or the unused tracks that were supposed to go on Hosier's previous album, Unreal Unearth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you look at his little album icon, you'll see him lying in dirt. And Unreal Unearth is just his mouth in the dirt.
Yeah.
Holding a flower in his teeth or whatever.
That's cool. I definitely see why this is a spring song. It's very fun.
Yes. The harmonies are amazing, I fear.
They're so good.
Yeah.
It's really great stuff.
Yeah.
Any closing thoughts on your music from the past year, Paloma?
It went through so many hoops, actually. Yeah. One of my top songs was, in fact, Bourgeoisie's from Conan, whatever his name is.
Oh, yeah, sure. Conan Gray?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
And to no one's surprise in this room, my top album of November is the Arcane Season 2 soundtrack.
What? That's crazy.
Right? Who would have thought?
No, as it should, Alright. Thank you so much for coming up here and talking about your year in music.
Woohoo!
Allison, you got something you can shout out for us on campus?
Yes, I do.
Oh, in the mic. Let's go.
Okay. Right now, like right now, as in it started at 7 when we started, it's Night Against Procrastination at the library. And what that means to anyone who doesn't know that event, it's like a final studying session that happens right before finals at the end of every semester, and they have pizza and snacks and sodas, and the library is just a very, very fun space at that time because everyone is there and everyone is working. So if you are on campus right now, you should definitely go check it out. I think it runs until midnight, so there's time, but they will probably be out of pizza if you do not hurry. I'm already lamenting. We are stuck in this room, and though I'm very happy to be here, there will be no pizza.
My condolences.
No pizza, no studying.
Exactly.
Nothing.
No pizza, no studying. I hold everyone here at gunpoint to stay in the room. They are not allowed to leave once the hour begins. Definitely.
We are locked in here. Send help.
We are locked in. Alright. Alright, so this now brings me to my section of the segment tonight. And I'm going in reverse order because I think it's funny that way. And so the third song on my top 3 is Evil by Interpol. And this is one I found while studying abroad. Because while I was studying abroad, I was listening to a lot of newer stuff because I didn't want to associate a lot of my older music with being abroad, and vice versa was true as well. I would remember a lot of stuff I did in the States while I was abroad because of the music I was listening to, and so I was like, alright, I'm just going to get sad if I keep thinking about the States, so I'm going to try to get all this new stuff. And now I have 4 months worth of playlists that's just songs I associate now with being abroad, which is really fun and cool. But this is the one I associate with being abroad the most because I had this on repeat so often, especially during times of transit. So let's give it a listen. This is Evil by Interpol.
Rosemary, heaven restores you
You work
in
so hard, Paul.
life.
Thank you.
Coming with me through the aging, the fearing, the scribe. It's the smiling on the package, it's the faces in the sand, it's the thought that moves you upward, embracing me with two
trying to get around the lamp.
and maybe to the beach when your friends say you come crying. So now your pleasure set upon
That's so bad.
I'm probably gonna end up writing this. That's not true.
I would have read
But hey, who's on trial? It took a lifespan with no cellmate. Why can't we look the other way?
Yeah, that's what he was. That's full pages. That's less than full pages.
Yeah. Feels pretty reasonable in his demands.
He is such a crazy guy. I love people that hold devices. I do a complaint that he's like
Yeah, I don't have any complaints, to be honest. If I fumble, I fumble. Like, that's on me.
Jager's on trial. It took a lifespan with no sounding. Why can't we look the other way? You are exalted. Something goes to why can't we look the other way? Leave some shards under the belly. There's some ice inside my hand. It's a sentimental jury and the makings of a good friend. Yeah, you come to hold me tight. This is motion everlasting, or you shatter snaps in the night. Rosemary, oh heaven restores you in life. I spend a lifespan with no
And that was so disturbing. I'm kind of obsessed with it. It's like a weird freaker's poem.
I'm not standing on wires, trust.
That was Evil by Interpol. And again, this was one I had on rotation a lot. So for background, when I personally use Spotify. I'm not endorsing it for the station, but when my Spotify Wrap came out for 2023, my top genre was POV indie, and that made me so annoyed because that's not a real genre. And for the 4 years before that, my top genres had always been some form of rock, be it alternative rock, indie rock, whatever. And so to have that streak broken by POV indie was heinous, and I was not a fan.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you, Paloma. I made a promise to myself that I was going to listen to more rock music in 2024. That included stuff that I already knew, but also expanding more on, stuff that I hadn't listened to before. And so songs like this that are newer to me, but rock, were exactly what I needed to fill that void. And then Wednesday morning, I wake up, I check my Spotify Wrapped, and they tell me nothing about my top genre for the year. I spent an entire year somewhat manipulating my statistics to make sure I got what I wanted, because I do enjoy rock, but I had to be more intentional about it. And yet, this is the 1 year Spotify was like, no, we're not doing that. I'll tell you what you had for October, which was Sigilcore Catwalk Funk.
Huh.
No clue what most of those words mean, by the way. None of those are in the Bible, but yet I had such an easy year.
None of those words are in the Bible.
Correct. I had such an easy year for Spotify. I made it easy for them. It was rock. That's all I needed. And now there's just a little vacancy on my Spotify Wrapped screenshot where my genre is supposed to be. And I'm not going to stop complaining about this. I've been brewing for just the past 36 hours on this.
Don't we know it?
Here, remember that. No, but even just with the lyrics of this, you can kind of hear how an angsty Julianna would absolutely gravitate towards the song while somewhat regretting studying abroad, but not really. Just the second verse starts,
same.
right, real. The second verse is, he speaks about travel, yeah, we think about the land, we smart like all people, feeling real tan, and just the feelings about traveling and whatnot, and knowing people that you used to know. And that was hitting really hard for me while I was abroad, because my first month and a half was the worst part of it, and I don't regret it at all, and it was a really great experience. But I really needed music that first month and a half to get me through it, and some of those songs are some of my favorite now because it was such an emotionally intensive time for me, but it was really cool anyways. So, the next song I have up is Fever by the Black Keys. And you'll notice now that none of these songs are necessarily new songs. They're songs that have come out, in the past 20, 30 years. But I really like them because they fit a specific niche I was going for. This one specifically I found in the summer, and I was doing a ton of driving over this summer. Shout out to my siblings, who will hopefully hear this episode whenever I get it up on YouTube. I've been slacking. Ow, that's my bad. But I got to drive them around a lot, and so I was trying to figure out a bunch of different playlists to make. And during my Discover Weekly one time, it was giving me a lot of electric stuff, and this was one that popped up, and I was like, oh my goodness, I remember listening to this when I was younger. And so it just became a part of my rotation, and I'm still listening to it to this day. So here's The Fever by the Black Keys. Wow, the speakers are gonna hate this one.
Oh, definitely.
They're already angry. Good. So am I.
I'm not stepping on any cables, I trust.
Nope, you're fine.
I was like, I don't recognize this. I remember this.
I was gonna say, you should know this one.
I know this one.
You know this one.
I know this one.
Yes, Mom, I know this one too. I'm such a Black Keys person.
Yes, of course. I feel like the Black Keys was one of those bands that I was like, oh my goodness, they're kind of rock. That's kind of fun. And they were like newer stuff, as opposed to the rock my dad listened to.
Yeah. They're definitely not dad rock.
No, they're my dad's kind of rock, but that's just because I have a young dad.
Evening on Broadway on Saturday. Sounds interesting.
Actually, I'm so glad that no one's in the podcast room.
Because, and right now, because,
Yeah.
what would they even say to this? Just watch somebody up in the window.
Yeah.
How's it going back there, user?
Levi, are you studying?
Yes and no. I learned about Canadian cities so I can find people that's not from Right, so let's have a Canadian second. So go from
Vancouver.
We like Vancouver?
How are you researching? You didn't run into Vancouver.
This one was the one from Toronto, Montreal.
It'd actually be kind of cool if we studied in Vancouver or Montreal or something like that.
What's it about?
I think I would have regretted that though, because it would have felt like not enough of a difference.
Yeah,
I felt like I had to leave the continent,
that was.
but I do want to go.
So BC, British Columbia, Sanderson definitely not feel different at all. But the east side of Canada definitely will because there's more French.
True. Allison would have been great.
Not technically because that French is
very
the original French when the French got there and then France changed.
We're like
I feel
East
like after
Canada.
you guys were
Yeah.
down
And the
there-
French.
Well, Allison
I
was
would
saying
love to learn
Allison
Canadian
was doing
French.
some other shit, too.
That's something I can be more proud of than French,
I
you know?
finished that.
Oh.
How are you, Sam? How are you?
Business meeting.
Yeah, but I don't know how you are.
Partial to the good WBCR stuff.
Aren't they all good?
I feel like it's usually better at the beginning of the end of the semester because we're either freshly getting into it or excited to be out of the semester, but sometimes during the middle of the semester, we just have other shit going on. So it's like,
There's a USB-C to USB converter charger thing in here.
I have it.
That was Fever by the Black Keys. Again, that was a song I heavily associate with the summer. and just getting into that more electric sort of stuff, I made the observation this summer that a lot of my music taste depends on the people I'm around. So when I was abroad, I was hanging out with Kale and Allison and Marcelo, so a lot of my stuff tended to be more rock because I listened to that, but also more of the British stuff and some of the pop stuff just because of Allison and Marcelo's sheer influence with pop. And then once I got back home for the summer, my music then went back more to electric stuff because that's what my brother gravitates to, and I try to have music on that I know he also enjoys, and our music tastes overlap a lot. But I remember I made a bunch of playlists this summer specifically for categories and genres that I listen to, because when I was driving people around, I was like, all right, I like my music taste, but I do understand that the whiplash between, say the Black Keys versus, I don't know, Billie Eilish or whatever. Not that's not a relevant example, but something like that. It could be a lot. And so I wanted to have a more coherent playlist. So I made stuff like what I call folk. I made a playlist for electric, and Fever was the inspiration for that. And so it was fun to get to organize my own music in that sort of way. But yeah, and now I'm talking about my #1 song of the year, which it was a surprise. I was hoping something else would creep in from my time abroad, but it ended up being Jigsaw Falling Into Place. And this was entirely because of the month of October, because over fall break, when I was at my grandparents' house, I put the song on loop for one day, and I think it genuinely played maybe 40 times. I've only listened to the song 111 times this year, but just that one day in particular really boosted it up for me. But yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about this. This is Jigsaw Falling Into Place by Radiohead.
Jigsaw falling into place.
I know.
You know
I was
what's
hoping it would be the case. I was hoping it would be anything else. It was supposed to be Decepticon.
okay?
You know, it's kind of funny about Radiohead.
Yeah.
So there are like certain love gifts for a character, right?
Someone who's just like really, really, really into music.
Anything
Yeah.
you give them is a times 8 multiplier. So if you give them something they don't like, you go way down in hearts. If you give them a love gift, you gain 2 full hearts off of the one day alone. The only problem is Haley's birthday is the 14th of spring, which means you have 14 days to try and get Haley a gift that she
I've
loves,
never seen that live.
which is a nearly impossible task. The things that she loves that are easiest to get are
That's not
technically sunflowers, which grow in the summer, so you can't use those.
Yeah. That is not my platform.
Coconuts, which you can't get until you have the bus. Or pink cake, which you can't cook until you have the kitchen. So there's no feasible way to actually accomplish these goals. Unless you go to the Wandering Trader.
We also
Who appears on Fridays and Saturdays.
Which I
The
love.
14th is a Saturday. So if you go on the Saturday,
Well, I also don't use
you still have a chance to do like 4 chances on Wandering Trader. And I've had it happen before too, where I've got the Wandering Trader on my birthday and there's just been a gift that she would love in there. So you buy that and give that to her. So that's what, I didn't know he always wanted to be.
It's actually pretty speed
I believe that is the speedrun tactic. Just to remember.
We got like a movie promotional post, one decent meme, and then like a meme about logistics. And I was like, this is great.
The speaker's using it again.
They don't like Radiohead.
The recording's at 55 minutes.
We're almost done. We have 1 song left. The best song.
It must be nice. I have to go on 2
No, you're not, right?
in a month. I just was born. So I have to go to the St. Louis.
That's next year.
But within a month.
I said within the rest of the year.
I know. But I'm saying the next month.
In 1 month, you'll be back with me.
Not for that. Not for that. Not for that. Not for that. It means I have to go back to LAX.
This is so fair.
I have to deal with St. Louis Airport, and I don't know what that's like.
It's very chill. I really like it there.
You
Favorite museum now?
have to go back to I don't want to go back. my favorite songs.
As, I mean, if you were trying to
Yeah.
fast part, you would have to
What time we meet?
We gotta go back on.
Yeah, I'll do that.
That was Jigsaw Falling Into Place by Radiohead. And Radiohead did end up being one of my top artists for the year. I don't remember where it fell, but definitely top 5. Which doesn't surprise me because I was trying to go through their discography after I realized that I only really knew of Karma Police, Jigsaw Falling Into Place, and one other. That's not Creep. There's a third one. But I wanted to know more about their stuff. Because some of their songs had been in Invincible, which I had also watched this year. And then I watched again with my brother. And that was really fun. So I was trying to be an actual music person and listen to someone's entire discography because I tend to be really bad about just finding songs I like and then not looking up the artist and hearing more of what they have. So I've been trying to get better about that this year. So that's
Yo, wait, I'm better at that than you are.
yeah, it's not that difficult, sadly. But yeah, again, number 1 song, didn't expect it, but I mean I'm still rocking out to it. I've been listening to it consistently since April, which is pretty fun. But yeah, and for our final song, for the final episode for this season of WBCR, Beloit Circus Jams, we have a special from the new Jay Schlatt Christmas album called A Very 1999 Christmas, which is pretty good. I've listened to it at least 3 times now, and I've already prepared my siblings that I will be blasting this once I get home. But this is Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas by Jay Schlatt himself.
It's actually 7, which is better than 5.
It is.
Let me draw this out.
Do you have free checks in?
No.
I'm gonna murder you.
It's,
No, I don't.
I mean, that's not even an option for my family.
No, that's so fair. I only got it as a graduation present.
Even though I do have to fly 4 times a year.
Real.
For my 20-something class this year, I wish I would have applied more.
No, but the UK not having it is crazy.
They have an international version you can pay extra for.
Yeah, it's like global entry.
Yeah.
My mom is that.
I know.
Not even for the UK. So sad. I'm not going back to the UK. So.
This makes sense to me. Airplane is 10. 2 hours in the terminal. We arrive at the terminal. It's roughly 1 hour. So 6:30.
There's traffic in and out of JFK still suck.
Depends
You
on
are
the day.
definitely stolen my home. I don't have
Actual
my
pickup
Oh
line
my god.
I
sucks.
want you to feel more accomplished.
Driving to pick people up, but once you get out a little bit, it's usually better.
That's what I remember.
Love her to death. Shout out.
Living in New York.
LaGuardia is the bad one.
I know that. Actually, no. I remember flying into Newark once. That was weird.
Yes. Newark is a strange place.
Are we heading straight to Woodford?
You want stuff somewhere else?
Not necessarily.
I think you would, unless you wanted to see if there was pizza left at the library.
I'm giving up on those dreams.
I'm so sorry.
It's,
Wouldn't be
it's
fresh
probably all
air.
gone now. It's all gone now, I think.
Paloma's all done with.
I am named after a bird. Actually, that's not true. I'm named after a jeweler. Or Picasso. You should just be a singer for not full time. Just do covers.
He said this cost him too much money to make him sound good.
Wow.
But the residuals from this. Didn't make so much money on this. that was Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas by none other than Jay Schlatt himself. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of WBCR Beloit Circus Jams, hosted by yours truly, Julianna. I am now signing off for the season, and I hope to have most of you back here next semester around the 3rd or 4th week of January. I'll try to get back in here as soon as possible, but you all get about a month and a half without me, so enjoy your lack of chaos, and yeah, happy holidays.